One day I'm gonna be everything I wanna be. I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. My future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free. From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges. A host with a fire burning in its soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken. He rides on two wheels, ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only metal can bestow. He takes his stand, refusing to submit. Insane wheels hear his battle cry. Metal and mayhem will never die. Rituals report he paves his way. Oh, legend in the making, day by day.
Yes, sir. Let's get it in this morning. Shout out to all of you legends, man. Man, big round of applause to every single one of you guys, a part of the Breakfast Club, guys. Guess what? I'm not running any coffee this morning. All right, guys. I know that is a big, lame move by somebody, the head guy of the Breakfast Club, I guess. Not having coffee this morning. I don't know. Just wasn't feeling it this morning. I was feeling like a soda. I don't know why, man. But hey, much love, loyalty, honor, respect, everybody. Good morning to everyone. As you guys can see, we're going to be doing a live coverage of Tim Walz. As you guys can see, he's speaking in Michigan this morning. So we're going to go ahead and cover that. He's actually out there right now. They're already on stage and everything. Him himself, he's not. He's got some like union people out right this second. But before we get into all of this, man, please make sure you guys like the video. Hey, man. It is the #1 metric of all of YouTube, man, and it goes way further than you guys even understand. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed down below. Hit that sub button. Also, if you'd like to follow me on my Instagram, that's where you can do it right there at BallValveTV, where I post everything behind the scenes of the show, my lifestyle, food, all the crazy nonsense that somebody on Instagram is going to do, right? So anyways, we also have down here, if you guys would like to help out the show monetarily and not have YouTube take a brutal 30% cut, we have these scrolling down below, as well as super chats, and channel members are always going to be shouted out live onto the channel, man. So big love and respect to everybody. Let's get it in this morning. You know the deal. You know the deal. We got Brother Straight Jacket up in here. Good to see you, man. Brother Glare, XS. Good to see you guys. Fuck, man. It's so cool to see everyone in here. We got Tiffany. We got Beezer. Fucking Hook Dog. Man, it's always a good time, man. We got Chicago Feeder as well as fucking Carney's Ride, man. Dude, it's a fucking full-on party, dude. I'm sorry for it, but we're getting down today, dude. We're getting fucking down. Oh, shit. Because we're doing live coverage, ladies and gents, and it's always a good-ass time to do. Good morning. It's Friday, finally. That's right, Pumper. And it puts me in a very good mood. You know what I mean? Because that means tomorrow is members only for every single one of you guys that are a part of the Breakfast Club as members. You know what I mean? 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, every single Saturday, we have members only live streams, man. It's always a fucking blast, man. So let's go ahead and, we've got this. XS saying, be nice to Tim. He's my piece of shit governor. Well, dude, it is what it is, right? I mean, yep. I wish I was there. There was a day I decided to not need coffee. Nope, I need coffee every day, or Liam, my son, will be having a bad day. That used to be me, Tiffany. I used to drink a whole pot of coffee, actually, every single day at work, because I was working 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. every single day. And yeah. So very good, man. We got OG Yogi up in the building. Shout out to my mans. Man, we got so many people in the chat right now that know who the fuck you are right now. Guarantee motherfucking that. So we always bang your music over here, man. Shout out to you, kind sir. Back to the keyboard. Going to miss the live tomorrow. Wife and I taking knife making class. Dude, that sounds fucking legendary. That sounds like a great ass time, dude. Hopefully you have a good one on that. If I don't have coffee, I'm canceling the day. Dude, sometimes once in a while I get like that where I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like I wake up and I almost have that like craving for like a soda. I don't know why. And it's not like usually when I get like that, that's usually when I got like drunk the last night or whatever. I only had 3 beers last night. You know what I mean? Bang some of my shit. You already know. You already know the deal. You know we do that shit all the time. Shit. You know what? Since we got OG Yogi here and we're waiting for this. Okay, look. So we're right now we're in the position where we're just waiting for these guys to get off the stage and let Tim Walz go ahead and speak to us because this shit right here, I really could care less about on that shit. Sorry about that. So in the meantime, in between time, since my brother OG Yogi's here, let's go ahead and show a little bit of love and respect and show you guys, if you guys are new over here on the YouTube channel, you know what I mean? A lot of you guys may have never even seen this. So let's go ahead and bang that shit, cuz. All right, we have to change different screens here. Boom. All right, let's get it in. Mega shout out over to my brother OG Yogi. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him on YouTube, and he's got his music everywhere, man. Go check out OG Yogi, just like it sounds. You know what I mean? That's exactly how you spell it right there. Boom. Question: do clubs ever have infighting? How does that get resolved? That happens nonstop. Nonstop. Are you talking about like inner conflicts of like the club? Or are you talking about infighting as in actually throwing hands? Because that's 2 different things. Walz has resting snitch face. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
OG Yogi says, thanks to all supporters and watchers to the pavement. Hey, you already know the deal? Yes, sir. Brother Steve knows the deal right there. I'm just going to go ahead and light that one up. All right. So both. When it comes to like throwing hands and stuff like that, listen, there are some clauses where you're allowed to do that for like a minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, whatever the case is. The truth is you're going to have inner turmoil in clubs all the fucking time. You're going to have inner conflicts. And most of the time, I'm just going to be honest, when it comes to clubs, most of them are split. Most of them are split down the middle with 2 different ideologies. Usually the younger guys and the older heads. That's usually what it is. Sometimes it's technology. Sometimes it has to do with if they're willing to like use social media or not. Like you've got all sorts of weird shit. But yeah, you've got very interesting inner turmoil all the time. Take it to the club box if it's in-house. Yes, that's right, OG Yogi, exactly. Jay, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hopefully all is well. Good to see every single one of you guys. We got Jay up in here saying made it through Milton. Lost some shingles. Most pool screens, branches, twigs, and small debris all over the yard. Tree held, so dodged that bullet. I went over the house, was quiet for a few minutes, no power. Are you back to power, Jason? Because Jay, I know that like millions more lost their fucking power. So are you without power, and are the people around you without power? I've got to ask that question. Oh man, I need me one of those pineapple frosties. What's up? We got Hardwire up in here saying, what's up, everyone? Sitting at a car dealership waiting for them to fix my truck. Been here for 3 hours already. Dude, that sounds like mayhem. I'm sorry to hear that. We got Snark up in here. Good to see you, sis. Sport Brand, what up? What up? Good to see you. We got Viking paired. Wow, we got Viking up in here, man. Shout out to you, man. Good to see you.
Oh shit. Oh,
good to see you, man. We're about to get this. Oh, we got the Glen Raid up in here. Okay, all right. I see what's going on here. All right. Mega love and respect to everybody. If you guys are new to the channel, man, my name is Mike Ball. I'm also, I host Insane Wheels, man. And what we discuss over here nonstop is world news, biker news, geopolitics, and just like your boy over there, Andrew Wilson, I'm very much a political satirist and something that I very much enjoy. So hence why, I mean, if I'm a political satirist, why would I be fucking, if I wasn't, why would I be covering Tim Walz, especially when this guy over here is not the biggest left fan. Let's just go ahead and say that. Hopefully you're all having a good morning. We've got these guys still on the fucking stage. 12 minutes ago, Tim Walz was supposed to come out. And but you still got these. I think these are some union guys. Let's tune in real quick. Nope. They're just on some BS time right now. What are they? What's this music? You hear this? No way is this real. What the fuck? What is going on, dude? Man, stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
Man, if you want to be free, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're doing the fuck there, dude. You know what I mean? Holy shit. Come on, man. This is crazy. It's totally white guy taco music. That is the biggest W comment glare right there. Boom. You fucking win that one. You guys have been winning the fucking chat today. You know what I mean? I got to give it to you guys. We're trying to get it funky town, man. Good to see you guys, by the way, over here. Hit that like button, y'all. And if you drop $1 in the Cash App, yeah, that's right. We got the dollar dues up in here. Let me make sure that I've not. Oh, I have. Oh, wow. All right. We got dollar dues over from brother Lee Lance. Man, thank you, bro. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. As we wait for this BS. Look at that. There's no way I'm keeping the music on, dude. That's so fucking crazy. Oh, man. This sounds like GTA style music. It does. It does sound like that. That's hilarious. What up, Shelby? Good to see you up in here as well. Tats, good to see you over there in England. Good to see you. For you, it's afternoon, you know. Let's see here. Like and sub. That's right. That's right. Papa Renegade, good to see you as well. All right, so while we go ahead and wait for Tim Walz to like come walking out. So I showed you guys a little bit of the, you know, we just played a little bit of OG Yogi and we played some music of him. So I figured, you know what? Since we're waiting, I'm going to show you guys maybe some fun ass shit that I've done long ass time ago. Might as well play this one. Since we're on the music video shit, you know what I mean? We're talking about music now. Let's go ahead and show what we do over here, you know? For all the newbies over here, everyone that's new to the channel, man. Thank you guys for coming over and subbing and hitting that like button and everything, man. I see you guys. This is a little bit while we wait for Tim Walz to come out. So apologies on him being late. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and enjoy ourselves.
Tell me the reasons why we do what we do. The reasons why I ran into you. I can feel it in the air tonight. Always make me think, but I'm better not knowing. Better not knowing. There's always something running back and forth. I can't do this no more.
This is too. This was made for the radio.
Take a bow, I cashed out. I ain't going back to the days I had nothing. Now I'm at the top and they hate it. Nothing about me is basic. Tell me the reasons why we do what we do. The reasons why I ran into you. I can feel it in the air tonight. You always make me think, but I'm better not knowing. Better not knowing.
Vision Patriot, what up?
I can't do this no more. I only call you when I'm bored.
What up, Penguin?
The ship is sailing out, you on board. You call me crazy, 'cause I'm indecisive. Don't ask me if I love you. I spend enough time with you. Tell me the reasons why we do what we do. The reasons why I ran into you. I can feel it in the air tonight. You always make me think, but I'm better not knowing. Better not knowing. There's always running back and
Yes.
forth. I can't do this no more. Tell me the reasons why we do what we do. The reasons why I ran into you. I can feel it in the air tonight. You always make me think, but I'm better not knowing.
Yes, sir. We got some music in, you know what I mean? Appreciate you guys, as always, for hanging out and enjoying some Toonskis. Some Coom tunes. How about that? You know what I mean? We'll move it over to what Andrew calls it. Call them Coom tunes. All right. So these guys are still just sitting here. So now Tim Walz is 17 minutes late. Feels ultra good. I've got this pulled up just listening. But look, they're doing white people tacos music right now, everybody. Just like we were doing. White people tacos rock, dude. So real quick, while this goes off and while we wait, because this is live coverage, everybody. Jason over there in Florida says, thank you all well wishes. No power for extended time sucks, but I have a home, car, and my motorcycle's made it through. Wow. Good to hear. And I guess that I went right over your house, literally. Like Milton literally went over your house. That's fucking crazy. Absolutely brutal. Look up the Tavistock. Is that what it is? The people who created the culture of music and movies and life. They're in London. Okay, definitely. Anytime when it comes to music, man, I'm very interested. I mean, I hate, this is something I actually don't disclose to the stream and stuff like that, but I've been in part of many touring bands, 7 different touring bands and 11 different records. And then what you just saw right there was like just single, it was just a single. And I've done lots of those, which are always fun. It's always, for me, what I like doing is I like turning people. Oh, someone's coming out right now. I like turning people that normally are for instance, my buddy who was just doing that song, who was singing, he didn't know how to sing. He's a rapper. And I took him and I said, nah, fuck this shit. Drop that. What we're going to do is we're going to show how to do this with marketable ways to go radio and all of that shit. I go, let me show you. Because I mean, I come from punk rock, I come from metal, I come from all that shit. So heavy alternative, all that shit. Anyways, no, they're not going to. Oh, maybe. Is someone going to speak now? Someone coming up? Why do we have no audio on this fucking thing? There we go. All right, first speaker.
Hello, everyone.
First speaker.
My name is Kiata Shanklin. I'm a lifelong Michigander.
Michigander.
A team leader at Detroit Assembly Complex MAC, and a proud member of the UAW.
Okay, so we're talking union first.
My mother had a saying. She taught me
of course
that love is a verb. It's an action word. When you love something, you fight for it and you protect it. Well, Macomb County, I have to tell you, I love the UAW and I love unions. This union has guaranteed me good wages and steady work, everything I need to raise my 3 beautiful children. And that's why I'm here today, because the best action we can take for the UAW and all working class people across the country is to send Kamala Harris and Tim Walz to the White House this November. They are running in this race to help families like mine.
Yes, Papa.
They'll bring down costs, cut taxes for the middle class, and make it easier for people to buy a home. And they'll keep investing in the auto industry and creating more union
Appreciate
jobs,
you, Glenn, by the way, for the
like
raid,
Kamala
man.
Harris has
Thank you,
done
by the way,
as Vice
for
President.
picking me out of all people.
But Donald Trump isn't thinking about families like mine. He's a billionaire and a scab who has no respect for workers or the auto industry. During his first term, factories closed down and Michigan auto jobs were shipped overseas. He tried to undermine unions.
What's up, Gary? Good to see you, man. Good morning.
His Project 2025 agenda for a second term would be so much worse. If he wins, Trump will sell out workers again, giving another tax cut to the richest people in America on the backs of working families. And he will ban labor unions, gut overtime protections, and opt out of minimum wage.
Look what's happening, though, Blair.
If he gets reelected, his economic plan will raise costs for the middle class $4,000 a year. That's not what I want for my union members, and it's not the world I want for my children.
Oh,
so
wow,
for the
Steve.
next 26 days, I'll be fighting for Kamala Harris.
Of course
and
you are.
Walz, and I hope you do the same.
So they did join. The unions did 100% back. Oh,
now, friends,
UAW at least.
It's my honor and privilege to welcome a lifelong Midwesterner, a teacher and a veteran, and a dedicated public service, your next vice president. Please welcome Governor Tim Walz.
All right, here he comes. He was only 22 minutes late, everybody. 22 minutes. Good job. You made the Breakfast Club wait. Unacceptable.
I was born in a small town.
Oh, shut up with this shit.
I lived in a small town.
Stop the cat.
Good morning, Macomb. Well, Kiata, thank you for the kind introduction. I have to tell you, it is a privilege to be introduced by a UAW member, so thank you.
Stupid.
Few thank yous. Incredible Mayor Lori Stone, thank you. Thanks for the warm invitation. Congresswoman Haley Stevens, again, thank you. We know how important it is to have friends. I'll have to tell you, too, it will be much better when the House of Representatives has Democrats having the gavels. So let's send Carl Malinga to the Congress. Make sure we get this done.
Oh, my God. Why is it so low, by the way?
And again,
It's all the way maxed out.
privilege. I had the chance to serve with your incredible senator. Debbie Stabenow is the epitome of what a public servant looks like. Thank you, Senator Stabenow. And once again, she needs more company. You need to send and have Senator Slotkin as be our next senator. Make sure that gets.
Jesus Christ. Come on, dude.
And this is one I know you all know it, but
Y'all
I'm
got
bringing
paid for
this
that.
from the rest of the country that knows it too. You have got a hell of a governor in Gretchen Whitmer. So, you know,
Jesus. Let me know in
and to
Michigan
the
if you
folks
guys
here
like
at Macomb County Community College, thank you for building the
that
future
governor.
and the skills necessary to move folks into the middle class. We're grateful you hosted.
Oh,
Before we
Steve.
get started, I just wanted to say, I know you're all thinking about it too. Our hearts going out to those communities across the Southeast that have been devastated by Helene and then Milton. Vice President Harris, President Biden, watching developments closely, working with states, local governments, and the governors.
Oh, real
So
quick,
stand with the
gotta give a big shout out over to Brother Straight Jacket for the dollar dues on the Cash App, man. Thank you, kind sir.
Of the region every step of the way until this recovery and rebuilding is done from these storms, because that's what Americans do at a time of crisis. So thank you. All right. You might know I'm from Minnesota, but I say this with a pure and true heart on this. How great is it to see the Tigers playing baseball in October? So,
Come on, dude. Can we talk about the country?
It's
Fuck your
it's
agenda.
essential, but look, just one more reason Detroit's a great city. So that's what we know. So.
It's not.
All right, but here's the deal. From the Iron Range to Motor City, our states are united by the spirit of creation. The dignity and pride of working people stretches across this country, and that's exactly what I'm here to talk about today. Kamala Harris and I have a plan to build American industrial strength, powered by American workers. And I promise you this, when Vice President Harris and I are elected, we'll have your backs, just like you've had our backs every step of the way. Look,
So, guys, remember, this is all live coverage, so I'm trying not to
this
speak
is a
over him.
defining arc of the America's economic story. People came here to Michigan from across the nation and across the world for a shot at a better future for their families. And in the process, they built the engine that built this country. Vice President Harris understands that. She grew up in a middle-class family, understands
get rid
that
of 'em.
manufacturing jobs are a ticket to the middle class, and they don't require a higher
Yeah, they
degree many
don't build
times, and they
cars.
don't require student debt. Under her leadership,
Anymore.
we're winning the race to make sure everything made in America. Kamala Harris has
Cat.
helped spur this resurgence of American manufacturing, especially here in Michigan. As vice president, she invested in working people. And today, there are more factories getting built, more auto and construction jobs, and more American energy being produced than any day when Donald Trump was president.
This is like woman prattle. I swear to God. It is woman prattle. You must have learned it from Kamala.
She's proud to be part of the most pro-labor administration in American history, unafraid to walk picket lines and demanding better pay and better working conditions. She walked those lines with UAW workers.
Unreal, huh?
And she fought side by side to save those pensions for over 1 million union members.
Oh, that's interesting, Hook Dog.
Because you see it and you know she knows it. She understands that unions and working people are the backbone of this country. As governor of Minnesota, I had the privilege of signing one of the biggest packages of pro-worker policies in history into law. And now Minnesota is one of the best states for workers in the country. That's our vision for every state across the country. Now, look, Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, they got a little different view of things. Just yesterday, Donald Trump was in Detroit, and he said, our whole country will end up being Detroit. You're going to have a mess on your hands.
Talk about what you're going to do.
Well, look.
God, I hate
I know
that.
you don't. That's not unexpected for him. That's exactly what he's going to do, tear down America. But if the guy would have ever spent any time in the Midwest, like all of us know, we'd know Detroit's experiencing an American comeback and renaissance. Look, I'm a Twins fan, and you whipped our ass. We know where this is. Detroit's there, so we know. City's growing, crime's down, factories are opening up. But those guys, all they know about manufacturing is manufacturing bullshit every time they show up.
Bullshit.
Every time they show up.
You're so progressive, Tim Walz.
Look,
you're willing to say bullshit.
This guy has spent his life, Trump has spent his life talking a big game, but he has been an absolute disaster for working people. One of the biggest losers of manufacturing jobs of any American president in history. Under Donald Trump, we saw 280,000 Michigan jobs gone. 30,000 of those manufacturing jobs gone. Nearly 9,000 auto industry jobs gone. Trump's presidency was an endless string of broken promises. He actually came here to Warren when he first ran, and he promised you, under a Trump presidency, you won't lose a single plant.
It's a whole lot of cap.
Technically, it wasn't a lie because he lost 6 of them, not 1. So,
Hell yeah,
fact
Carney. Good
checked
to see
me,
you,
I
man.
got it right. They lost 6 of them. Look, he lost the GM transmission plant down the road. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. He promised to fight for union workers, repeatedly turned his back on him. He even encouraged automakers to move manufacturing out of Michigan and go to anti-union states so they could pay their workers less. There's the reason that the UAW members endorsed Kamala Harris, and your president and many of your members called him exactly what he was, a scab. All right, we all get it. Americans worry about it. He promised you he would stop the offshoring of jobs, but he cut taxes for corporations that during his presidency shipped 200,000 jobs overseas. He awarded $425 billion in federal contracts to companies that were offshoring those jobs. So some of you, this is spinning right now, you're thinking. So he gave your tax dollars to companies who sent your jobs abroad. That's Donald Trump. As a result of his trade wars, his disastrous mismanagement of COVID, at the end of his presidency, he had wiped out more than half of the manufacturing jobs that had been created in the decade before he came in. He was asleep at the wheel while China seized the advantage. And now he says we should just let China dominate the auto industry. But it's no surprise, Trump's all talk when it comes being tough on China. Some of you heard this. We just found out his Trump-branded Bibles. Yeah, they're printed in China. This dude even outsourced God to China. So just so we know. Again, I'm going to try and be generous here. I don't blame him. He didn't notice the Made in China sticker because they put it inside a place he's never looked in the Bible. So. Look.
Oh, boy.
While Trump was abandoning American
Oh,
manufacturers,
boy.
Vice President Harris was there overseeing the creation of over 400,000 jobs right here in Michigan. 20,000 manufacturing jobs and more than 250,000 new auto jobs across this country. So while Trump lost 6 of those plants, more than 20 have been opened under Kamala Harris's leadership. Now look, we all talk about this, and I get it. Some of those plants are going to produce electric vehicles. And I know there's some folks a little skeptical. Look, I'm a car guy. You get a little skeptical about this, it's the future. But here's my take on so many of these things. It should just be your choice. We need to make those choices affordable and available to people. Nobody's mandating anything to you.
What are
If
you
wanna
talking
drive
about?
like I do, a 79 International Harvester Scout that is sweet as hell. I'm just telling you that. Knock yourself out and drive it. But look, this is about the future of the auto industry. She wants to make sure that it's not just EVs are made in China, but they're made here in the United States by United Auto Workers and let people buy them.
What's up, Kozo? Good to see you, man.
Look, we got to make EVs. We got to make internal combustion. We got to make hybrids along with the batteries and chips so the auto industry stays competitive and can keep the jobs right here in Michigan. That's
bounce
exactly
back jobs.
what the administration did by encouraging GM to reinvest in the Lansing Grand River plant. Vice President Harris cast the deciding vote on that piece of legislation. It made sure that $500 million investment in Michigan would happen. One of those, that plant itself, saved 650 jobs and created 50 new ones by that investment. Those are good UAW jobs. But Donald Trump and J.D. Vance can't be satisfied with that. J.D. Vance said if he and Trump were elected,
And
they
Anson,
would
stop the
maybe
cat.
cancel those grants, shutting that plant down. And he said not to worry about it. He said, because those jobs are just table scraps over there, table scraps. Tell that to 650 families who feed their families with those table scrap jobs. That's how this works. Look, we got to talk to our neighbors. These guys couldn't give a damn about Michigan workers. They care about their billionaire friends like Elon Musk. Now, look, this is the guy. This is the guy. Remember they caught him on tape, Elon Musk and Donald Trump talking. They were laughing about the idea of firing striking workers. You go in there and fire them before they can go on strike. Meanwhile, Musk is building his new auto plant. Not in Michigan, in Mexico. Going to build it in Mexico.
Jesus.
And he rolled out, going to get his parts, red carpet, from China. So this is the guy that wants to be our economic czar for the country.
Oh,
the guy
my
who wants
God.
to fire workers and bust unions. A guy who wants to take auto manufacturing to Mexico and source it with Chinese-made parts. You talk to your neighbors and friends and tell me if anybody in Michigan thinks that's a good idea, because it sure the hell isn't a good idea. Look, but it's not enough. You go out and talk to them. You talk to
What's
folks.
up, Bill
Tell them
Hicks?
who
Good
they
to
are.
see you,
Tell them
man.
who Donald Trump
Shout out
is.
to you
Tell them
guys
his
over there
policies.
from
But we
Glenn's.
got to give them something to vote for. We got to tell them what we stand for and what we want to vote
Me
for.
too.
So
Hot
here,
dog.
let me tell you exactly what Vice President
Left-handed
Harris thought
tobacco
would do.
incoming.
We're going to create an American forward strategy for manufacturing, one that builds on the historic investments, bipartisan
We're lucky I'm
infrastructure
not
law,
sipping on this right
CHIPS
now.
Act, Science Act, Inflation Reduction Act, creating all kinds of new opportunities.
Actually, I might.
Ones that empowers American
I might for
workers,
this. What do you guys think?
revitalizes manufacturing communities, leads us into
Should I have
the
some of
industries
this?
of the future, and keep out innovating and out competing the rest of the world. We never fear the future. You build the future, and this gives us the opportunity to do it. And look, industry's telling this, and President Harris will do it. We need to release the full potential of American industry, cut red tape so we can build more and build faster. We'll create new American forward tax credits, ramp up investments to create more jobs in strategic industries that are essential to economic growth and national security. And these tax
That's
credits
right, Chris.
will reward companies that guarantee the workers' right to organize.
I love you guys in the chat. Just do
Pretty
it.
frustrating
Drink
to see your
up.
tax
I've got to.
dollars go to
I do
companies
have
that
to be
bust
here to do
unions
this.
instead of giving them to that. We'll make sure they go to
We're doing
companies
it.
that encourage you to unionize and work together to grow America. And many in this room know, and I see this as a teacher and as a father of a young son, looking at it and encouraging him to get into the trades, eliminating unnecessary degree requirements, increasing skill development for over 500,000 federal jobs. Because Kamala and I believe, like all of you do, is if you have the skills to do the job, you should damn sure be able to get the job, whether you have a degree or not. So look,
To everybody, thank
setting
you
a
guys,
goal
to
of
Glenn,
doubling the number of apprenticeships and
to
other
the
training
Breakfast Club,
opportunities that lead
all you
straight
guys,
into
man. Thank you, guys.
good-paying union jobs by the end of the first term is the goal to get done. As President, Kamala Harris
So
has
good.
said, and she will, and we will be there, and you will be there when she signs the PRO Act, making it easier to form a union.
Real good right there. Little 90 proof bourbon from
Brought
Papa
back
Penguin.
in UAW and the Stellantis workers when promises made are not being kept. We'll reform tax laws to make it easier for businesses to let workers share in company success. And we will never let other countries like China undermine those investments with unfair trade practices.
Always appreciate
Look.
you, Todd. Thank you for being here, dude.
That includes supporting American-made products and steering all the federal context, your tax dollars, toward firms that commit to producing here at home, hiring union labor, hiring American workers.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good on paper.
So there it is. That's our plan. If they ask you, what are you going to do and what are they going to do? And
That's
there's
what
a
I'm
track
saying,
record
Dwayne.
of Vice President Harris and myself.
It sounds fucking fantastic on paper. How are you going to implement it, dude? Oh my
Of not
God.
just talking about it, but making it happen. And what happens then is the middle class rises. People start to not just get by, they thrive. That's the goal. But I want to be clear. I've also at times said Donald Trump doesn't have a plan. He
We
has
all
a
love you,
concept
Bob.
of a plan at times. But that wasn't exactly correct. He does have a plan.
Yes,
It's
at
called
10:38
Project
a.m.,
2025.
by the way.
Just go Google this and find the stuff that's in there. And I kid you not, there's things in there about privatizing the National Weather Service for weather forecasting, things at a time what you're experiencing. But look, it's worse than that. They pretend like, oh, we don't really know what that is. We haven't heard of Project 2025. Senator Vance said he knows nothing about it, even though he wrote the foreword to the architect's book. I've never written a foreword to somebody's book, but I'm pretty sure I'd remember who it was if you did that. And these are the guys that wrote this. So look, I coach football for a lot of
What's
years.
up,
If you're
Miss
gonna take
Lotus? Good
time
to see
draw up
you.
a Playbook.
How are you
damn sure
doing
gonna run the
since
plays.
you're in
and
Florida?
That's what Project 2025 is. And I'm
Shut up
telling
with
you,
2025,
this thing is
dude.
a
It's all
damn
cap.
nightmare. His Project 2025 would
Been debunked
repeal
a million
the
times.
Bipartisan Infrastructure Law, the Inflation Reduction Act.
Lies.
That would threaten hundreds of thousands of new manufacturing jobs, including those right here in Michigan. The ones that J.D. Vance said those 650 jobs were table scraps. Good paying union jobs, building America, and those are table scraps. He would establish, and every single economist said so, a national sales tax on everything from groceries to prescription drugs. And the estimates is it would cost each and every one of you $4,000. He says those tariffs that Trump will pay, or that China will pay, Trump's tariffs, you're going to pay them. That's the way it always works. That's exactly what he's trying to do. And there again, you
Yeah.
heard it. That idea of
Yeah, right.
whatever. He absolutely tried his entire time in office to repeal the Affordable Care Act, the thing that protects hundreds of thousands of Americans to be able to get affordable health care. And he talked about a Ponzi scheme. This guy, of all the schemes he had, the one that he went after was Social Security and Medicare, things that we pay into. That's the greatest anti-poverty program ever been devised. We pay into it. And I keep saying this. Might not be a big deal for him if you're sitting in Mar-a-Lago and you have $1 billion that you're not paying tax on, but it's a damn big deal for my nearly 90-year-old mom. That's how she pays her bills. That's
And
how
the
the rest of us
vibe.
think about it.
And the
That's
vibe,
the
bro.
choice that we're up against.
Oh
So,
my
folks,
God.
in this election,
You're
we
so
got a
right.
chance to turn a page. A new generation of leadership with Kamala Harris.
Try not to speak over him. I'm letting him speak this out, so then we'll save it for the end, everybody.
New way forward from the chaos and the nonsense and the ridiculousness of Donald Trump. And here's the thing. It's a privilege to do it. We've got 25 days to work together to make a difference for the next 40 years, to revitalize American manufacturing, to take our lead, to put the middle class at the center, not the billionaires, to ratchet down the name calling, and just honest to God, not having to listen to this guy again for the next 4 years. So, look.
Oh, wow, Papa. Okay. We have a lot of vets in here, guys. We have a lot of vets and very knowledgeable vets in here. I am not a vet. I cannot make that, false claim. But Papa Penguin, wow.
Oh shit! Oh,
I'm going to let you guys read it.
I'm talking to a group of folks who know how to work and know what a hard day's work look like. So I know we're asking a lot, but we got 25 days. This is all gas, no brakes. Sleep when you're dead type of attitude. I've been saying that, and someone came up to me and said, man, you're taking this way too serious there, Governor. You look like hell, man. We're working on this. Well, I'll look like hell.
And me too, a little bit, Coco. So check it out. Before I got into this space, before I lost my leg from being hit by a drunk driver, and having my leg T-boned, like literally severed off. The truth is I was a shop steward for 10 years, a decade. you know, for a humongous union, like the most powerful union in the United States, or if not the world. It's going to 100% be the world, obviously, right? But yeah, I mean, we were the ones shutting down the harbors and shit on the West Coast. I know, I was there, you know, fucking a decade ago when we were first protesting this shit for automation and all that
5
shit.
days if it means putting Kamala Harris in the White House. Americans at the forefront of this. So you know, she says it. You've done it. You've been on the picket lines. You helped build America on this. You know better than anybody on this. When we fight together, we win. When we vote, we win. When we fight.
Idealistic, Coco.
Thank you. Let's get this done.
I knew he was only going to speak for another fucking 30 seconds. I knew that shit. I knew that he was not going to have any actual substance there. I knew it. Called it. What did you guys think of this shit? What'd you guys? Yeah, that's what I was. That's the word I was looking for. Stolen valor. I'm not going to do any stolen valor. I cannot say that I was. I served at all because I did not. But a lot of you motherfuckers have, and I mean, you guys know how I feel about it. Hey, we got white people tacos music going on, everybody. Let's get it. I don't know. It might be I'm a little lit from that little hit in the 10 o'clock in the morning whiskey or bourbon shot rather. Dude, he did. Damn. Okay, guys, these are coming from vets. These are coming from United States vets right now. Unreal, huh? What did you guys think of that? I wonder if there's going to be any other speakers. We'll have this running in the background, and we'll just allow the white people taco music to just be in the background a little bit. I need to look this up. Yeah, this is live right now. Black Dragon. This is live coverage that Insane Wheels loves to do over here. We love the live coverage. It's always a great time. Wow. This is unreal. So when the fact check comes out, everybody, how many lies do you think he said on just that little speech? I mean, that little tiny speech was actually nothing. Like, that was actually nothing. He didn't provide any substance. It was just him talking shit. He just was there, do a little bit of whataboutism, point the finger at Trump, orange man bad. We saw this coming, right? Like, that's what he does on every single rally. And that's the full room right there, by the way. And yes, I am addicted to crowd sizes. Okay? Because it actually shows something. Look when Trump went to Pennsylvania, when he returned back to, I'm trying to remember the name of the city. Anyways, when he returned back, how many tens of thousands of motherfuckers were there? Dude, there is a whole 110 people in that building. Like, stop the cap, dude. Like, if you guys have gone to a Trump rally, it's definitely more than 100 people, dude. Every time. I mean, Trump has a draw. I don't care. You can love him, hate him. You can fucking absolutely think he is, at this point, the devil. But you cannot deviate from that fact. I'm sorry, you just can't. That was some bitch shit, Huggy. Glenn and the Glenn crew, all right? Everybody that's in here. I got a question. So there's somebody on the internet right now that is doing a lot of hate work, which we see all the time in YouTubers and shit like that. And this is the only input I'm going to put, man, is, listen, if you're going to be talking shit and you're talking shit with music, that's cool. You know what I mean? I respect it. Rappers do it every fucking day. You know? But here's one thing, man. If you're going to go ahead and do that and use AI music and claim that it is yours, that you did it, that you made it, that you rapped it. Oh, man.
Stop the cap.
Let me show you guys what a true magician, anybody that is a true musician and somebody that is seriously involved in music, all right, seriously, in all seriousness, is that real music takes real talent, okay? And I really hate when somebody comes onto the internet and they start talking shit about them and their music and all that shit, and then you listen to it and it's fucking AI music. AI. So, with that being said, right, I'm going to show you guys what we were talking about, why people taco music, all right? I'm going to show you guys what why people taco music is. From my band, I'm not wearing the shirt right now because you guys usually see me on here with a Reno Divorce shirt. And I really don't play my music on here. I try to avoid that at all costs, to be honest. But I'm going to go ahead and do it for you guys right now. So this is Reno Divorce. This is a song called True Love. I actually wrote this for one of my exes, believe it or not. But anyways, that's irrelevant. The truth, what I'm getting at with this whole video or this song is that I actually wrote it. I actually played it. You know what I mean? I didn't sing it. My best friend sang it because he's got the voice. I don't got the voice. But I'm playing the guitar, and I gave him the lyrics. So, for these motherfuckers out here playing AI shit and claiming to be yours, well, dude, get good. Let me show you how it's done. A lot of you guys do not know this shit.
Well, I'll never forget the promises that we spoke, and I'll never throw away the love letters that we wrote. When I think of you, I'll make sure that I do it in a flattering way. I remember the Sunday mornings, forget about the Saturday nights, and I'll leave a lot on, so you know you're wanting it all. 'Cause baby, that's true love.
That's me background vocals.
That's true love. Well, I'll keep on buying you roses and opening up doors for you, even though you're not around to accept them or to walk through. When I think of you, I'll make sure that I do it in a flattering way. And I'll remember the Sunday mornings, forget about the
That's what they say.
Saturday nights, and I'll leave a lot on, so you know wanting it all. 'Cause baby, that's true love. That's true love.
It's me right here.
And I'll leave a lot on.
This is where you got it wrong. Man, Bad Religion is at 220 beats per minute. They're all my friends. I played tours with them. Okay? But the thing is the truth is they're nothing like what we're playing. If you were to say if we were a Social Distortion cover band, okay. I could sit there and be like, all right. It's me in background vocals too.
That's true love.
man, come on, Steve. You already know the deal. If I'm going to be playing music, all right, especially like if you're playing that type of music, especially like punk rock. Okay, I started in punk rock, did all that shit, and yes, it's hardcore, it's fun. But it's really a sausage fest. And that's what I learned. So what I did is we mixed OC punk rock, which is exactly what Hook Dog said, OC grunge, right? But it's not. It's OC punk rock mixed with blues, believe it or not. Like all those chord progressions, everything, that was all fucking blues rhythms. But all it is essentially added distortion and stuff like that. And then you add that punk rock's, style to it. But yeah, that's the type of music that I'm on, like writing wise. Yeah. If Mike wrote a song now, it would be called Women Suck.
Oh shit!
I mean, are we lying though? But listen, you gotta make something. You gotta make something where they enjoy, where they might throw down their panties a little bit. You know what I mean? Listen, you play OC punk rock. Yeah, a whole bunch of dudes are going to love it. You know what I mean? But you got to get the women involved somehow, right? Got to love it, man. Let's go. Yeah, that's right. Let's do love. That's right. I'm not bad with it. They said Devo wasn't punk rock the other day on my channel. That's so funny. And remember when I was in there, Black Dragon, and I rarely comment on people's live streams and shit. But when I do, I usually tend to come with meaning. And it's funny that you say that because Devo is absolutely one of the punk rock legends. And they're the ones that, they really, really were ahead of their time. To this fucking day, old school punk rockers that were created the scene in the late 70s, early 80s, all that shit, they will all say fucking Devo is guaranteed 1000%. Every single one of them are going to say they're punk rock every time. Yep. Pop the balloon. You know the deal, Beezer. We had a good ass episode yesterday. We tend to cover a lot of real topics over here. You know what I mean? They'll suck if you got the funds for the service. Yeah, that's right. The Sex Pistols and the Ramones were punk. Yeah, absolutely. They were too. They were a whole different generation of it. It's awesome. It was a whole different sound. And Garrett, yes, you did. And kind sir, whip it good. You know it. Are we not men? Yeah, that's right. We are Devo. Yeah. This is my crowd. He says, okay, so that's where you got your fucking name from. All right, now I got a lot of love for you, dude. Now I got a lot of love for you. I had no idea that was the reason why you did that. Awesome to see. Jason, I do. Yes, Straight Jacket does do interviews. If you guys, we got a lot of people in here that do live streaming, man. We have the Insane Wheels Network in here, man. It's awesome to see. We got Straight Jacket. We got Brother Hardwire 1%er. We got a lot of people that are involved in streaming, man. And it's really cool to see. We got Black Dragon in here from Black Dragon Biker TV. He's a humongous YouTuber as well. It's always good to have him in here. Go subscribe over to him if you guys have not already. Go subscribe to everybody that I mentioned. He says, I was so heavy into punk rock back in the day because I was watching MTV. Yep. I remember when Alien Ant Farm hit the fucking MTV. And when that shit came out and they covered Smooth Criminal and they did that whole boxing scene in the background or in the backyard or whatever. Yeah, dude, that shit was one of the best music videos of MTV history. You know what I mean? Absolutely, Jay. We'll see you on the flip side, man. It's always a pleasure and an honor to hang out with you guys. Thank you guys for the donations as well over to the Cash App, man. I very much appreciate you guys. This is how we continue. Yes, sir. You know the deal, Black Dragon. You said, I can't believe you bought into that shit when someone else said, no, that's not punk rock. Trump 2024, big W in the chat. The internet famous crew. Yeah, we've got a lot of people in here that got some numbers, man. It's really, really cool. Also, big shout out to brother Glenn Lawrence. Go over to his YouTube channel. If you guys are from the Insane Wheels channel over here, go subscribe to Glenn Lawrence, man. He rated the channel earlier, right before we started watching Tim Walz and his antics. Right before that BS, we had a great ass time. So yes, sir. You came in at the perfect timing. Was Rocky Horror Picture Show punk rock? Abso-1000%. Yep. And as much as I hate the whole transvestite bullshit, because transvestite and transgender is whole different things. Okay. Like that's a definition that most people are just going to sit there and go, no, there's no difference. No, there absolutely is a difference. And it's absolutely punk rock. Absolutely. I've actually gone to Rocky Horror Picture shows where you're actually in the crowd and shit like that. I've actually done it. Not even lying. Like I actually went dressed up when I used to go play for this. I used to play for this band, dude. Like, okay, we were called the Circle Jerks and the Yeasty Boys. Okay. And you would think that we would be covering the Beastie Boys and the Circle Jerks, right? Well, the Circle Jerks one, yes. The Yeasty Boys was just a cover band of all these really famous. We all came from really famous punk rock bands, and then we all dressed up as clowns for fun and just fucked around. And so that's what we did. We played humongous shows, dude. I mean, I have videos that would blow your guys' fucking mind, and Meatloaf as well. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I showed up as a fucking clown over there, dude, at Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, totally fucking crazy. Can we throw toast at you? Yeah, you can. Absolutely. Why not? It was tame for us. Yeah, back then. But it was so much different. It's a whole different time space, you know? Absolutely. I do too, Dwayne. Explains a lot, Mike. Yeah, well, see, that's why I'm so diverse, right? That's why you guys are fucking tuning in every day, you know? I could recite that whole fucking show word for word, and it never really occurred to me that guy was a transvestite. Yes, that's what he is. Yes. Isn't that crazy? I watched MTV for the first time. It aired. They played Video Killer. Well, see, what's crazy is that was back when they actually were focused on music and music videos. Yeah. Now it's just TV, right? Yep. Fucking crazy. Now we all know why Black Santa loves this one-legged elf so much. Love of Rocky Horror. That's fucking hilarious. Hey, we learn something about each other every fucking day. And it is gay, by the way. It's fucking hilarious. I remember that song Video Killed the Radio Star. Yep. Insane Clown Posse is gay. Yeah, well, believe it or not, Insane Clown Posse is actually a dangerous gang labeled by the who is it that labeled them that? It's like some sort of agency. I'm trying to remember if it was the DEA or who the fuck labeled them. Oh, no, it was the FBI. It was the FBI. They labeled the Insane Clown Posse an actual gang. Isn't that weird? I thought that was fucking weird too. Yeah, that didn't give you a clue, Beezer? Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. BD wilding over here. Hey, I'm wilding too. We're partying. FBI, yep. Isn't that fucking wild? Well, with that being said, everybody, we're looking at Governor his shit over here. It ended, so there is nothing left for us to cover on that side of the internet. You know what I mean? With that being said, I can't thank you, each and every single one of you guys, enough for being here, enjoying your guys' morning, evening, afternoon, wherever the hell you guys are from. I very much can't appreciate you guys enough, man. Make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram at BallValveTV. This is where I post everything behind the scenes of the show. It's also where I post, shit behind the scenes of myself, man. I do like a whole bunch of shit, man. I'm a very interesting person. I'm sorry to say it, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Just speaking facts. Also, make sure you guys, on the way out, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. It's always a huge difference when you guys do that. Big love, much loyalty. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the Breakfast Club members only live streams. Okay, guys, every single Saturday at 10 a.m. Every single Saturday. We have a great ass time. It's a wonderful fucking time. We get to be a little bit more, let's just say, we don't have to be as censored, because we can be a little bit more open over there. It's going to be a good ass time. As always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. We'll see you guys on the flip side. Much love, loyalty, honor, respect, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning for breakfast only live stream. Let's get it.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges, a host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken, he rides on to his ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as the take